what is up everyone, and welcome back to the Animous. Today we will be addressing the issue that I had with my Gaahleri airbrush from when I unboxed it last time, so let's go ahead and get right to it. as you can see right now, that after I resolve the issue, now I'm hitting the wall, and I am super crisp, right? So, and you know, I'm glad that I was able to fix this issue, but I wanted to make sure that everyone that was out there was also aware of the issue itself. In case you do experience it with yours, there's a fix. You know, you don't have to return the airbrush. I know that you're gonna be very unpleased with the whole situation, and that's fine. But you know, the Gaahleri team is very responsive. I have to make sure that I mention that their customer service is exemplary. They've been in contact with me through the whole time, including the release of this video. Someone with the experience that I have, or experience that others might have working with airbrushes, we don't have an issue troubleshooting, you know, to see what's going on with the airbrush. If it would have gotten to the point where I couldn't fix the issue myself, then I would have definitely just returned the item and, you know, asked for a refund, right? So as you saw in the video, I've already taken it apart. So the fix that I found was that once I took everything apart, the airbrush itself seemed to have metal particles still in the chamber, as well as in the slot where this bolt goes for the airbrush. So inside here and inside the big chamber, there was shavings, like metal shavings, and that was what was creating the grinding and the squeaking, right? So and the other thing that I noticed was that the pegs for the trigger itself were actually rubbing against the metal here. And you can see that there's a few scratches there now, but it's already fixed now. It's not rubbing anymore because they were bent a little bit too inwards, right? So I went ahead and spread the pegs a little bit more, slid right back on, and I haven't had an issue, right? From the video that you just saw, you can also tell that, you know, I went ahead and greased all the parts on the inside. It was completely dry. You know, that might be another cause to go ahead and check it to make sure that it's been properly lubricated. So that way you won't have any issues to use it in the future, right? So final thoughts on the Gaahleri Swallowtail. So yes, completely worth it. In my end, once I fixed that issue on mine, it was perfect. I didn't have any issues. I didn't have any problems. Just remember that that with that being said, you know, this is a new product, so there will be issues, and like I always promise in my videos, I'll always be honest about the issues that are going on with a product, and that is why I needed to share this video today, because there is a fix. You know, you can fix it to work. Some of you might say, well, I shouldn't have to fix it. It should come like that out of box. That is correct. You are right. You're 100% correct. But the reason why I am sharing this is because some people might just, you know, people, especially beginners that are getting this kit, you know, they might not have the experience I have to maybe try to troubleshoot something, so they'll just be very disappointed and just return the item. Well, you know, just to let you know, Gaahleri has been very responsive since day one. I sent them an email notification. They replied right back, try to give me options to troubleshoot the spray, the airbrush itself. So we can try and fix the issue. Once I fixed the issue, I made sure to notify Gaahleri of the issue. You know, it seemed more like a QC thing where maybe mine was the runt of the litter, which I'm hoping that's the case, since I saw that someone in my previous video posted that they had received theirs and theirs didn't have the same issues that I had. So I'm hoping that this was just the runt of the litter, but just so you guys know, it's working perfectly now. I haven't had any issues, and it worked perfectly when I was changing the needles to use the test spray, and I haven't had any problems since, right? So that is pretty much it. Still comfortable whenever you're using it. It's super smooth. Like I can't even, like when I was doing the test, it just felt so great in my hand. So again, if you are in the market and you are looking into getting one of these, I can recommend it now that I know that it was not something that couldn't be fixed. You know, it's, if you do have the same issue I did, then just follow the instructions or follow what I did in my video to to be able to fix the issue, right? So once I cleaned it all out perfectly, and I spread the pegs a little bit, and I cleaned all the metal shavings or dust or particles that it had inside, I went ahead and greased it, greased all the parts, all the internal parts. One last, thoroughly, grease the springs, grease this, everything that needs to be greased on, I did. And now it's great. Now the trigger is super crisp, super smooth. You hit that wall, pull back, spray. It's great. So I can definitely say that I will be doing a lot more than this. So Gaahlerie's customer service, they reached out to me and they said, they just want to make sure that we have a great experience with their products, and I can understand that, which is why I had to make sure that they were aware that their product, this specific one, not the product itself, but this specific unit that I have had issues. Right. With that being said, again, thank you to the Gaahleri team for being so supportive throughout the whole process while we were trying to figure out what was wrong with the airbrush. Some of you might look at the video and say, well, I shouldn't waste my time with that because I don't want to go through the issue. Well, in my case, it's one of those things where I like when I receive products that I might not be perfect out of the get-go, because one, you get to share it with people, so they're aware of the issues that they might encounter, so they're not disappointed when they do receive it and they have any issues. And two, it's important to also make sure that you give honest feedback, not only to everyone, but to also the companies that you purchase your items from, right? You shouldn't be afraid of give them the proper feedback so they can correct the issue in the future, or maybe if you're still experiencing the issue, so they can go ahead and correct it for you. Right? Leave a comment. Let me know if you already got one of these A series Swallowtails. Let me know how yours is working out. Maybe you got one of the good ones, and they mine was, like I said, I'm hoping that this single unit was the runt of the litter, and every one of you that did order one gets a good one. All right, so if you. And just so you guys know, Gaahleri was very supportive with everything that went on with the whole situation. They kept communication, which is very different from what I'm used to from companies where you usually don't get a reply for 3, 4, 5 days. Gaahleri was very active in their emails with me, and they were trying to help me, find the issues, correct the issue with me. So definitely A+ service for that. We will be getting another one of these into the channel, so it'll be arriving soon. So once it arrives, I'll make sure to do like a quick short, just so we can do like a quick unboxing with the short, so you guys can take a look. So I am trying to test my theory that this was just the runt of the litter, and then everybody else got the good stuff, right? So thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.